And to be shedding more light on this important topic for today and tomorrow, I'm honored to be having with me over the phone Dr. Rhman Assi, the head of the Egyptian club from the Sultanate of Oman. Dr. Rhman, thank you very much for being with us tonight on the Daily Debate.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Dr. Rhman. Would you fill us on what happened for the first day of the parliamentary elections over the 30 annulled constituencies, 58 seats, 10 different governorates? How did it take place in Oman for today, and of course the GCC countries, in your opinion?
Yes, actually today, as you mentioned, this is beginning of the rerun voting ground for the 30 electoral districts. So the results were announced by Administrative Supreme Court. Actually, this supplementary round was not a part of original timetable announced by National Election Board, because it came based on decision of this Supreme Administrative Supreme Court. And today, as usual, we started already, and our Egyptian board started to voting, and actually we also remarked this is turnout is good, actually comparing with position of third round. Now we can say this is third round because it's a 2 round and supplementary round based on announced by Supreme Court actually. And you also from our side, as also for cooperation with our embassy, we try to facilitate the voting and everything as usual. And we have now enough experience actually, because for this is very important election for House Representative position.
In your opinion, Dr. Rhman, what are the measures that were implemented this time around that you could see at the Sultanate of Oman and in the different GCC countries for the elections to be transparent for the Egyptian expatriates, not to be repeating the same cycle once again?
Yeah, actually also as a Oman, which I'm saying, this every time we are giving a good message, because the percentage of people recorded in the data of election is higher, based on also comparing with other countries. Also from our side, we encourage our people to go, and even also this was a working day, but actually we remarked a good participation in this regard, because end of the day it is very important for the role of House Representative, and actually it's very important for our country to support democracy and support also country in this regard. But even also I would like to remark something very important. Actually this was not a part of timetable of as I mentioned before. That's why most of people not aware enough, and that's why we pushing the people to go and participate, because it is very important. We have to mention about this based on also national election authority to give this right information. And also there is another point also I have to mention. It's very important, because comparing with first round, which maybe this is different a little bit, because annulled by this is Supreme Administrative Court, maybe not coming for fully districted, coming for partially, even also partially for repeated. Some in first round maybe also one, like Al-Muntaza, this was 4 places, but now is 1. That's why we have to mention about that. Even also it is mentioned in the election document when you receive from, when you go for voting, it is clear, but actually from our side to make more awareness about this.
Yes, you've mentioned a very significant point, Dr. Abdurrahman, which is, and it was also repeated by Councillor Ahmed bin Dairi, the head of the Executive Committee of the National Elections Authority, yesterday in the press conference, stating that the elections have started in New Zealand, for example, and for the rest of the day it was inaugurated for the rest of the globe in 139 different diplomatic missions for Egypt, all over 117 different countries. You've mentioned that we are pushing the Egyptian expatriates, but on the other hand, how do you see the desire of the Egyptian expatriates to be voting, to be casting their ballots, to be participating in the parliamentary elections, despite it being repeated?
Yeah, actually, Egyptian abroad is an essential part of national fabric. That's why we have to, and also this is starting from our side, okay, every time. That's why we have to give a good message, and we have to participate. We have also to support in this regard. And also there is a difference between countries which you mentioned. That's why I think also I appreciate the effort also extended by national authority for election. Actually, it's on time, and also in communicated with our ambassador in worldwide and the consulate, also to facilitate everything in this regard if there is any challenge for voting or something like this. What we didn't remark until now in Muscat is good until now, but also we remark it keeping in touch between both and the authority and also embassy to support for anything in this regard. Actually, it's a good work, and this is a great actually from both and from our side as well. Every entity like this is authority or embassy or our club would like to do our role and to support the process in this regard.
Yes, and finally, Dr. Abdurrahman, what does this say about the transparency of the electoral process according to the law orders that took place as the parliamentary elections? 30 constituencies were annulled in 10 different governorates, vying for 58 seats. The candidates are vying for 58 seats. What does this process mean to the democracy, to the democratic path, as you mentioned, and to the transparency and the fairness of this election?
What I will see actually, which is the more work for all of us, but at the end of the day, I respect this process actually, because now we're looking about the real will by Egyptian anywhere abroad, or this is inside Egypt. End of the day, when this is our Mr. President support this and looking about that, and after that national authority nulled for some distracted, and also Supreme Court. Even this is more work, and also we are spending more money, but actually we're looking about democracy, we're looking about the real, and also the good representative on behalf for 5 years in very important and the main role like House Representative. Actually, I respect this, even it is very difficult a little bit, but we have to support that. This is what I think is very important, and also when I see why it is very important from our side, because also we would like to get the real people and to represent us, and also in end of the day the role of this is vital role of in addressing the issue that affect our life in the end of the day. Especially for us, we're looking about investment opportunity, education, labor rights, everything. Actually, I think the right people have to be fair. End of the day is more work, but actually more democracy, more real way.
Yes, as you mentioned, Dr. Abdurrahman Assi, the head of the Egyptian club from the Sultanate of Oman. Thank you very much for being with us tonight on Nile TV International.